Hi, welcome to WealthWise, where you can find critical, thesis-changing stock market news. Today, I want to share with you some interesting research about climate tech coming out of Wall Street. To clarify, this is not a WealthWise research publication. Instead, this research was published by Blackrock. I found this research note to be interesting as it pointed out a few areas in the climate transition tech that I'm not yet invested in. Some by choice, some because I just did not think that far out. In true BlackRock fashion, BlackRock did not reveal any specific stocks or ETFs for you to buy. But don't worry, WealthWise Research has been investing in climate tech for almost a decade now, and I will share with you the stocks and ETFs that WealthWise is invested in. Also, please take note that this is not investment advice. So let's jump right in. So the research paper is titled Investing in the Next Generation of Environmental Tech Breakthroughs, the key drivers of next-gen environmental solutions. BlackRock sees three reasons why next-generation environmental technologies will be increasingly important in our economy. First, government and companies worldwide have made significant climate commitments, with nearly 90% of the global economy aiming for net zero emissions. The US Inflation Reduction Act allocated nearly $400 billion for clean energy and electric vehicles. In the private sector, 37% of the largest publicly traded companies have set carbon reduction targets. In 2023, over $50 billion in venture capital and private equity funding went to climate tech companies. These efforts focus on advancing green transportation, renewable energy, and energy efficiency to help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. 2. The global focus on energy security is speeding up the shift to renewable energy in several markets. Germany, for example, moved its target for 100% renewable power forward by 15 years, now aiming for 2035. New government policies worldwide are expected to drive annual clean investments to over $2 trillion by 2030 and 50% increase from current levels. 3. Finally, consumers are showing growing interest in sustainable products, including electric vehicles, solar panels, and smart meter technologies to reduce energy usage. This trend suggests a continued shift towards environmentally friendly technologies and products. The potential benefits of getting in early. Investors seeking opportunities in environmental technologies may want to focus on companies in the early stage of adoption. These emerging companies, unlike mature ones found in broad benchmarks like S&P 500, offer growth potential as demand increases. For example, from 2010 to 2020, renewable energy's share of US electricity generation doubled, and during this period, S&P Global Clean Energy Index outperformed the S&P 500 Energy Index by 74%. Investing in environmental tech companies before widespread adoption could provide significant benefits. Key breakthroughs in environmental solutions. Number 1, green transportation. Did you know electric trains emit 20 to 35% less carbon per passenger mile than a diesel train? The green transportation theme focuses on companies providing sustainable transportation solutions such as electric vehicles and charging stations. Solid-state batteries offer significant advantages over lithium-ion batteries, including higher energy storage density, longer lifespan, and faster charging. While lithium-ion batteries degrades after 2,000 to 3,000 charges, solid-state batteries can be charged up to 10,000 times before noticeable degradation. The big picture? EVs could represent 60% of new car sales by 2030, up from 10% in 2022. Here are some of the stocks that WealthWise likes in this segment: Tesla, QuantumScape, Solid Power, and Enovix. If you want to learn more about these stocks, please head over to WealthWise Substack and you can find detailed research about some of these stocks. Number 2, renewable energy. Did you know 99% of US coal plants are now more costly to operate than building new renewable energy sources? Transitioning to local renewable energy could generate over $589 billion in investment in energy communities across the US while also reducing costs for consumers. One criticism of solar energy is its dependence on sunlight, with current storage holding energy for just 1 to 5 days. However, a breakthrough in molecular solar thermal energy storage technology uses a thin chip to store solar energy in liquid form for up to 18 years, greatly enhancing the reliability of solar power. The big picture. As the transition unfolds, there may still be a large runway for renewables, given fossil fuels still supply around 80% of the world's energy. Here are some of the stocks that WealthWise likes in this sector: Enphase Energy and First Solar, both of which are linked to the solar sector. Again, if you want to learn more about this, I've written about this extensively on my Substack. Number 3, energy efficiency. Did you know energy efficient appliances could save US households up to 25% on their utility bills, amounting to over $2,200 annually? The energy efficiency theme focuses on reducing waste or energy usage. Traditional heat pumps, which transfer energy from outside to heat or cool homes, are already 2 to 3 times more efficient than burning fossil fuels. However, new heat pumps powered by renewable energy can reduce emissions by 50% or more, offering significant improvements in efficiency and sustainability. The big picture. Global energy investments is set to exceed $3 trillion for the first time in 2024, with 2/3 going to clean energy technologies and infrastructure. The stocks that WealthWise has in this sector are Carrier Global and Johnson Controls. Number 4, water. Did you know over 2 billion people live in areas exposed to extreme water stress? The water theme emphasizes technologies like water efficiency and treatment services. Traditional water meters simply track usage for billing, while smart water meters use real-time data to monitor water flow. This allows for early detection of irregularities, helping customers address issues before they escalate. The big picture. The Environmental Protection Agency has funded $22 billion towards clean water funding in the US, with a total of over $50 billion to upgrade America's water infrastructure, representing the largest investment in clean water in America's history. WealthWise is invested in a few ETFs in this sector, starting with Invesco Global Water ETF, ticker symbol PIO, Invesco Water Resources ETF, ticker symbol PHO, and First Trust Water ETF, ticker symbol FIW. Did you know residential and commercial buildings represent nearly 40% of CO2 emissions in the US, and 80% of all US buildings that will be in use by 2050 are already built? Retrofitting existing infrastructure with new technologies will be key to reducing emissions. The green building theme focuses on designing, building, and retrofitting infrastructure to lower emissions. Solar panels have been used since 1979, but recent advancements include solar inverters, which convert solar energy to match grid requirements. These inverters are now being integrated into glass windows and walls in modern green buildings. The big picture. The global green building materials market is projected to grow from $474 billion in 2024 to $1.2 trillion by 2032. As things stand now, WealthWise does not have any investments in this segment. Number 6, pollution, prevention, and reduction. Did you know air pollution is a contributing factor to 7 million deaths per year? This theme focuses on companies that reduce or capture pollutants. Traditional carbon capture retrofits industrial plants to prevent CO2 emissions at the source, while the newer direct carbon capture technology uses chemical reactions to extract CO2 from the air, including previously emitted carbon. The big picture. In 2023, the US announced $1.7 billion for carbon capture demonstration projects, with an additional $1.2 billion for direct air capture hubs. In this segment, we have some exposure through Occidental Petroleum. Occidental Petroleum has a subsidiary called 1.5, which is building a carbon capture facility in Texas right now. So that is the only exposure that I can think of that I have in this space. Number 7, resource efficiency. Did you know our economy consumes 100 billion tons of material each year and wastes over 90% of that material? Resource efficiency companies promote a circular economy by enabling recycling and resource recovery. With the rise of electric vehicles, recycling precious metals from batteries is crucial. Traditional methods like pyrometallurgy are environmentally harmful. Newer technologies use chemical processing to recycle batteries and add fresh lithium, restoring their full charging capacity. The big picture. The circular economy, an economy that gives incentives to reusing products rather than extracting new resources, is expected to grow 78% from 2021 to 2030. In this sector, WealthWise has a stock which is Lease Cycle, ticker symbol LICY, But I do want to point out that Li-Cycle is a very, very risky investment. It's a small cap which is not making any money right now. They're still trying to figure out how to build their factories, so I would call some caution there. Number 8, sustainable agriculture, food and forestry. Did you know agriculture accounts for approximately 10% of US greenhouse gas emissions? Lab-grown meat, developed from animal cells, is a newer concept compared to plant-based meat. A single tissue sample from a cow can produce up to 10,000 kilograms of meat, potentially feeding the global population without animal slaughter. The big picture. As the world's population is expected to exceed 9 billion by 2050, food production must increase by 70% to meet future demand. WealthWise does not have any investments in this segment. Ways to access environmental tech. Investors interested in emerging environmental technology should consider ETFs that focus on pure-play companies across the entire value chain, including themes like green transportation and clean energy. WealthWise research. WealthWise has published multiple articles focusing on climate change and renewable energy, with fundamental analysis on individual stocks and ETFs that WealthWise owns, including and not limited to Enphase Energy, Tesla, and more. Here are some other ETFs that WealthWise has investments in to get exposure to the climate theme. Ticker symbol TAN, which is for solar, ticker symbol FAN for wind energy, and ticker symbol QCLN for broader energy tech exposure. Conclusion. 68 years after the first ever piece of federal air pollution legislation, the world has transitioned to an era of increased focus on the environment, impacting all areas of the economy. As governments, companies, and consumers attempt to lessen their environmental footprint, a wide swath of environmental technologies could be positioned to benefit, and investors may benefit by holding a diversified basket of names which provide pure-play access across the full value chain of environmental innovation. Well, that's it. That's it from Blackrock. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of financial content, please like and subscribe. You will see more content from our channel in your feed more often. Now let's go make some money.